Hello everyone, and welcome back to the TalkNoJutsu Podcast. My name is Cole. I will be the host today. We're going to be doing episode 5 of the podcast, and we're going to be going over episode 103 of the Boruto anime. The name of the episode is Migration Season. I'm joined by Skylar.
What's going on?
And Jesse as well.
Howdy.
He's over there eating some Takis. He's got his snacks for the show.
So, I'm ready.
Alright, once again, before we get into it, I just wanted to remind you, in the description below, we have a SoundCloud link for the audio version of this show if that's your thing. Feel free to jump on that, and we're going to get into it right now. Look at them abs. Dang. That's a monster right there, even without the curse mark. So right now, Tosaka is just in his, stage 1 curse mode. Because he's only, halfway.
Dude, I don't understand these curse marks sometimes. He's got like a robotic arm. I thought the curse mark birds were like rabid.
They can go back
chill.
and forth like the normal curse mark
that's
users. Right. They're like holding themselves up with sticks and stuff. Help us get the birds, guys. Gosh.
He can fly.
I think, is he running for his cave? That's what I think, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, they can hear him.
That is some spit.
Oh, shoot, they can see him. Oh, he came to see the birds.
Gotta be painful.
Skin rips.
Just like his shirts.
What the hell?
There we
Big
go.
dog.
Whoa.
There's the full transformation.
That's pretty creepy.
Oh my goodness. Ooh. Those eyes are really creepy. Oh shoot. And he's got a tail.
Oof.
Oh, what the? The way it cut off like that. That was nasty.
Yeah.
It was like a lizard. Lizards do that.
I guess he's not very big compared to Jugo, but when he was holding Boruto, he looked huge.
That's true, yeah.
Got like 2 big arms and 2 minis on his ribs.
Oh my goodness, dude. Jugo's not having it.
Oh.
Holy cow.
Oh. Dude, he actually just destroyed.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Keep pounding him. Oh,
Oh man, it looks worse.
his face. Oh, he's absorbing it.
Yeah, he's taking his curse mark, isn't he?
It's like a shriveled up balloon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Leaving him naked and afraid. Get your ass out of here.
He's still got some
Look at
learning.
him.
He's still got some
Oh,
learning.
come
Jugo knows
on.
to keep a loincloth around his area.
Yeah.
It's the moment of truth right here, isn't it?
Yeah. Who said he was gonna be nice? Who said it? Anybody?
I think it was one of us. One of us said it last time, I
know.
thought.
Oof.
Ooh, nice save, Cutting.
She should be a freaking wide receiver.
Yeah, I know. It's like, who? Jump for that.
And Team 15 just destroyed, too. I don't know how they're doing whatever they're
Yeah.
doing.
Torch them all? Holy. Got a point, though.
Yeah, she does make a good point, I would say.
Oh, let that disease out. That's why you vaccinate children.
My question is, why did Tosaka want to do it on geese? Of all the animals, he picks geese?
Because he was a bird. I thought he was
Yeah,
like
maybe
a...
it's because the bird guy. He likes birds still.
Oh.
Oh, yep.
That's pretty scary, though, because
Oh.
that just showed you how powerful he is.
Yeah, I know, dude. He destroyed him. He's
Obviously,
still
we'll
over
get
there on the
that, but,
beach.
like, he just completely just...
Forgetsu.
Like a slug.
Ice cream boy.
Look at this guy trying to give him advice.
It's like, dude, you're freaking naked. I see your butt cheek there. Put on some clothes and I'll think about listening to you. Oh, he's got jetpacks?
Yeah.
Dang. He legit is like flying. There's new.
My boy knew.
Yeah.
Yeet.
Just drops him.
Just drops him. Like, huh? Y'all know something?
Oh man, did not listen at all.
That's what's like so crazy about this jutsu is how like he can punch you and then just
Yeah.
add force into it.
Oh my goodness, he like pulls back
That's
the piston
crazy.
and drops
Yeah.
it. It's crazy.
And drops it right.
It's like this guy's sexual fantasies to see Jugo go crazy.
Look at him. He's got to get his crack up in there.
He can't even move.
His arms are broken probably.
Oh, I would have kicked that guy in the face.
Knock him out. Boom.
Maybe he knew the geese were gonna be migrating soon, so he picked them.
Yeah. Just spread it.
I would have picked like a mosquito or something.
Mosquito.
That would.
I don't know if there's any mosquitoes in Narutoverse.
Yeah. That would have been better though, for sure though, because
There's gotta be some type of bug because our boy Shino.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're right.
Yep.
There's gotta be something. You're right.
There's beetles.
Maybe they can't get the curse mark if they're too small or something. I know it's Sarada's choice. Will she blow up the geese?
She's got a royal flush.
Yeah, but he had a giant. Look at that Rasengan, like, and it took half of them. Like, huh?
We're probably not even gonna see Konohamaru this episode.
I was thinking this was
I
gonna be the
know.
end of the arc, but
No, I think we're seeing one more.
I think there might be one more. Yeah, you guys are onto something. Oh, he just found his weak spot. You see that? It's his jetpacks. He looked right at him.
That's it.
Because Boruto's been playing all them video games. He knows where the weak spots are.
Boruto-kun.
That
Oh,
was your shot.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh,
yeah.
never mind.
What if all the geese just attacked him?
pretty much. They're all normal now. That's actually really. I like that.
Cool.
Yeah,
It's
he
gonna be a
uses
Dragon
the,
Ball Z
the
moment.
air style or air nature.
Just keeps doing it.
He didn't go for the jets like I thought he was gonna.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing. Just trying to hit him right in the stomach, I guess.
Yeah,
Right in the armor.
Trying to be like Big Bro Konohamaru.
hit him where in the armor. Yeah.
All right, Sasuke.
No, my boy Naruto's coming. Don't worry
Somebody's
about it.
coming. Somebody's coming, right? I bet it's just Konohamaru or something. Oh shoot! It's the
The
geese that
dance.
can't goose that can't fly.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Boruto's gotta face some backlash here and there. He gets so lucky. Like I know, but this man gets out of everything.
It's because it's his name's on the show. That's what he gets for being a main character.
I mean, Naruto got slapped around.
What stopped it? Oh, he,
Fate.
oh shoot!
He did it.
He did it.
That little chest hair on his left pec.
There
You
got
can
the
see it right there.
Rasengan
Yeah,
there, dude.
that's what, yeah, that's where he
Look at
took
him.
it, didn't he?
Butt naked dude still just whacked out of his mind.
Yeah. I'd go chuck that guy in the water.
Yeah, just drag him by his head again and just just lob him in the water. Yeah,
I'm not seeing any like red eye ones though. Like I'm looking. There's the red eyes. I think they might have got them all.
About time,
Where
Mitsuki.
were you?
Yeah, for reals. Where were you guys the past couple episodes?
What the heck? Oh, they were stopping
The boat thing, but we're not going to see any of that, are
Yeah.
we? We missed it, didn't we?
Probably not. Probably
Guess
gonna be
the
a
arc is
flashback.
over.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. Look at that.
Wow.
That's a good shot. That's going to like rain on him or something, isn't it?
It's the freaking
Yep.
water temple boss from Zelda.
Oh, you lied.
What? About what?
Like,
The red
got 'em
eyes?
all.
I
Like
thought they
40
got
of
them
in
all.
the air. That's why Suigetsu's so freaking special. Like, that's
Because he can
crazy.
rain.
He can do everything.
This guy's he can give him a little bit of curse mark so he can fly.
Yeah, get up in there, little guy. Are you stuck in the mud there, Junior? He's like, whoa, is this water?
Get there.
I believe.
Get it.
Oh my god. Just remember this time when we go back after watching so many and be like, remember when they were cheering for
They're all just cheering for Goose to fly.
Gah! Gah!
They're fighting the freaking God tribe again. God clan. It's like, yeah.
Remember when times were easier like this?
All we had to
That's what I
worry about
always
was
look
some
back
G's.
after like the pain episodes and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
remember when Naruto was just trying to
Trying to
take a
eat-
belt from Kakashi?
Trying to eat ramen.
Trying to see what his face looked like.
Yeah, it's not good.
I know it sucks because she's like one of the better ninjas.
This is where friends become foe down the road.
That is disappointing that she's not gonna do ninja stuff.
Put some pants on him first.
Look at that bite mark. Oh, caught.
What the heck? Please develop more.
I know,
man.
right? Come on. What is that thing in his hand?
Like a seed, it's dormant.
I want it to turn into the freaking Triforce. That'd be so cool. It's not gonna happen. Jugo, you already can fly, my guy. You just need to remember.
Pretty much.
You just gotta use your jets. Well, that's it for the episode.
Aw, come on.
That's definitely the end of the arc. It ended very abruptly, I would say. It was definitely
A lot of build-up.
a lot of build up, and then at the end was very abrupt. Anyway, first impressions. What do you think, Sky? What are your first impressions?
It went quick. It like building up to this. You think there was gonna be an epic fight, but the whole episode just went real quick.
Yeah.
The fight was here and gone, and the whole thing. I don't know. I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the arc in and of itself.
Yeah.
Little disappointed in the last episode.
Yeah, I can agree with that. However, I am really glad they had Jugo just destroy Tosaka. I thought that was great. It basically just it's kind of like reinforcing the whole theme where like people are saying scientific ninja stuff is going to be the way of the future, and then the old generation just knocks it back, saying no, dude, the real thing, that's the good stuff. You know, like
Yeah.
Naruto did that earlier, and now we got Jugo doing the same. Yeah. What about you, Jesse? What are your initial thoughts?
I'm thinking it's just kind of weird to think about because in like a lot of the shows that we watch now, you know, you're thinking they kind of show us this way of, you know, how the elderly were doing things and the older people were doing stuff, but we're usually jumping on the ship when the new stuff is around. So we kind of look back and, you know, it's like we look at the new stuff and it's working better than the older stuff, you know what I mean? Or it's a lot easier to get, and we just eat it up like, yeah, of course, why would we do this? Well,
Yeah.
and then in this show, I mean, if you're following Naruto and Boruto, I mean, like you're saying, it's still showing that like this older generation, which again, if you're a long time Naruto head and all that, you know, you're into just a Naruto fan, you still love the, you know, hard work, dedication, you know, practice, all that. It will get you stronger, right? And that's what we all, you know, who have watched it know. So it's nice that it's a change of pace, you know. We're still on to the old stuff, and it's still, from what we saw so far, was it quicker for the technology to switch? Yes. Was it maybe less painful? Yes, right? But in the end, was it as powerful? No, you know, as we saw there. So
Yeah.
it was kind of cool to see the, you know, the advantages to disadvantage, and it was still nice, like you said, to see the old hard work, you know, original is still better than these new, you know, wacky devices they got going on.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to say about it. I mean, the old stuff works. Yes, hard work and dedication, hard work and practice. I mean, look at early Shippuden Naruto. Not early, it's kind of like, yeah, it's relatively early when he just practices all the time and trains and everything. I mean, that's where I think we're headed to. I guess we'll talk more about this later, but I think that's kind of where we're headed to with Boruto. I think that's what he's going to get into, is more training and stuff. But yeah. Well, that'll do it for right now. We're going to take a quick break and come right back after the break and get a little bit more detailed into the episode and also talk about our future predictions. There's nothing really left in this arc, so we're probably going to base most of our future predictions on the next time on Boruto part of the episode. But yeah, until then, guys, we'll be right back. All right, welcome back from our break. We're going to jump right into some conversation real quick, and then after that we're going to watch the next time on Boruto, and then we're going to jump into the long shots because we're not really sure what's going to go on in the next couple episodes. But first off, what I wanted to dig into a little bit more was Sumier, her decision to leave being a ninja, and I'm not sure if she's really going to be like leaving being a ninja, but I don't think she'll be going on missions and stuff. But anyway, she's joining up with the scientific ninja tools. What I wanted to talk about was how that will affect the story. We just got done talking about how the tools are not as good as actual like training and hard work, and we're gonna get more into that as well. But I think maybe this could be a turning point where ninja tools might be more accepted. They might be used more. They might be a thing where they actually do use them a lot, as well as like training and practicing and things like that. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that, Jesse?
Yeah, I'm thinking, kind of think of it as like to me, it feels like the old like iPod, right? Like you started out with your little shuffle.
Yeah.
Kind of like, okay, this is cool. People would go to live concerts or have a guitar, and just hone that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And to listen to music, you would just, again, you had like CDs or like the old style. It's kind of like the development of that to me. Feels like, as we're going, it's kind of showing, improvement. And I feel like we're still kind of where we're at here is it's seeming like it's kind of like on that shuffle or CD maybe era, where or even maybe back in tapes, because again, This is just starting. So, and it's not as good as the real deal. You know what I mean? But it's still an easier way to, pop in a tape, pop in a CD. You can listen to it right there. As the quality is good. Yeah, as a live show, maybe not. You know what I mean? It was the quality with that little tape of Tosaka, or the real live show that we had come out when as they fought, and it was just to me that's just kind of what it feels like. Just feels like it's an advancement, but where's it going?
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Is like, are we gonna get to the point where where everybody is basically able to do ninjutsu stuff because of these tools, and it's okay, like they're allowed because they're as good? And I don't know. I mean, I don't think Naruto will ever go for that. So I think Naruto might have to be out of the picture entirely before that even happens.
Yeah.
And maybe even Boruto at this point, because he's kind of convinced on the training thing right now as well, I would say. It may not be ever gone until like more generations in the future because of the whole I know, just like each generation kind of has their love for it. It's kind of like a culture thing for them, I guess. I think that if Naruto, like, this series goes on for eternity, I would imagine that eventually it could be at that point where it is just straight up technology stuff. But I don't know. I feel like it's going to be more integrated, but I don't think it's going to be as integrated. It won't be like crazy like you press a button, you can do a Rasengan. It'll be more like you press a button and, you got a kunai in your hand or something like that. But yeah, and that kind of leads into what Sky wanted to talk about as well. What do you got for us, Sky?
Well, there was a couple things, just some thoughts is like, if they could find a way, I mean, like Jesse was saying, this is very early stage in the ninja tools, but if they could find a way to really hone in on that, like you take a guy like Rock Lee, who only knew taijutsu, I mean, he could not do ninjutsu.
Yeah.
Well, think of all the battles he was in where if he had a ninja tool, how, how many more fights could he have won, or you know what I mean? Like there were times where Rock Lee almost died. You know what I mean? Or he was almost paralyzed. It's like, well, if he could have used ninjutsu or whatever. But I mean, and then it goes back to the fact of, is training and hard work better? And you can go to the arc where Boruto and Sasuke went into that. It was like a portal to go find Naruto after he was kidnapped by that god race. The
Otsutsuki.
Remind me her name. Yeah, Tsutsuki. Yeah, where. They literally single-handedly killed a member of the god race, and you know what I mean? Like after that battle, when he was talking to Boruto, he says like, this usually doesn't happen. You don't kill a god. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they did that all naturally, even when that god member Suzuki, is that her name? His name, excuse me.
It's like their
Suzuki
last name. It's their clan.
That's
Yeah.
a clan.
Yeah. Well, remember when he was popping all those pills saying I can,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Taking
Emotion.
and yeah, it was similar to the ninja tools. So it's like, well, is natural always better? So far, everything we've seen is yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Jugo beat the snot out of Tosaka instantly. It wasn't
Yeah.
even, they didn't even exchange punches. It was like, boom, he's dead. You
Yep.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. That's just kind of my thoughts. So I think it could be beneficial. And I think if they could continue to do research on it, I mean, it could, like you're saying, Jesse, from an iPod Shuffle to now we have computers in our pockets. So.
Right. Yeah. And that's how it feels. I think it'll probably play. It'll get up to probably an iPhone, or it'll probably advance. But again, it's just we don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That's
Where it is
That's
now.
weird because-
Where it is now, I think it will just play that supporting role for the time being. I guess. Just like no craziness, but like here's an extra tool, like here's a kunai or here's a shuriken
right,
when you
and that
need
would
it.
be
Yeah.
helpful.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't see it going anywhere. I mean, from pretty much the first arc in Boruto, not the first arc, but pretty much in Boruto, this theme keeps coming
Yeah.
back up. So I don't see
Right.
it going anywhere.
Definitely.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're saying. Even just with Rock Lee and like shout out tuning exams for him. When he was
Yeah.
paralyzed by the sound.
And my thoughts, like with Rock Lee, that was a very good example because his
Yeah.
his whole strength is straight up just from training 24/7, basically.
Yeah.
If he had access to these ninja tools, I don't think he would have become the ninja he is. He wouldn't have done as much training because he's like, well, I got a Chidori in my pocket, or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's gonna play a role. Like, imagine back in the tuning exams when they were kind of getting chased by those guys that were kind of giving them. How do I put it? Like, they were pretty much giving them like its own like type of genjutsu, like, and once they kind of got up to them, and snapped out of that genjutsu, those guys were helpless. You know what I mean? Like they were just. I'm trying to think back. Like, they had goggles on and
Yeah.
like, their eyes were
Mhm.
kind of covered. And that's how I feel the ninja tool is going to be. Is we'll probably see those people.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
ninjas, like, oh yeah, they'll actually be good at what they do. But once that thing is done, whatever they've
Yeah.
got is toast. Like, we'll see.
That's a good idea. So like
how they are. That's kind of like a reference almost.
sunglasses that cancel out a Sharingan or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. And then once that's smacked off, we'll see. Then we'll actually get to see it. But I do think they will have a upper hand for
Yeah.
sure. I feel like to a point, right? To where they could just spam out, a bunch of just, little Rasengans
Yeah.
or something like that, and it's like, holy crap, you know what I mean? But will they be as powerful? No. But I mean, if you got 1,000 needles coming at your chest,
Yeah.
that's gonna hurt, right? As opposed to a big, axe going right into your chest, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I feel it. How I feel that, how that can kind of correlate. So
Well, that opens up like a whole new freaking world of
yeah, seriously.
of not just ninjutsu, but just fighting in general in the Naruto universe.
It's definitely gonna be odd. Just to kind of wrap it up, I think before we get into this, this what's upcoming.
Yeah.
I think. How do I feel? I want to say like, if these ninja tools, if they end up kind of becoming, the next thing, it just feels like, Boruto. I don't know if you guys noticed, like, kind of what he's been saying and what he's kind of the vibe he's given us off is. Destiny has nothing to do with anything. You could be whoever you want to be, and this kind of gave me chills a little bit because it just feels like he does not want to be like Naruto. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to be like that. He feels like he's gifted everything and things like that, and that's just kind of what like tears me down is because your dad came from nothing to be successful, so now you're the rich spoiled brat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to your dad, it's like, well, I'm providing. I'm letting him. He doesn't have to suffer like I did and things like that. And that's kind of what. It's kind of giving me chills. I don't know if it was subtle, but it feels like he's kind of branching off from kind of what his, what Naruto was all about, and that's kind of what's kind of making me think about the upcoming, just the
Yeah.
future of Boruto, of what he wants to do is, so.
But at
I
the same
mean-
time, as much as Boruto's against his dad, he's still saying things that Naruto says.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah,
similar
Naruto was
ideals.
always pushing the destiny thing. But I definitely see what you mean, because Boruto I feel like everything Boruto does, he's thinking like, is this something my dad would do, or how
Yeah.
can I do it better, or how can I
Right.
be,
Right.
instead of being the son of the seventh Hokage, how can I become Boruto? You know what I
Right.
mean?
Exactly. So,
Definitely.
I mean, Cole, what do you feel? I mean, as far as
I mean,
destiny and
I when you were talking, I kept thinking about when Naruto and Neji are fighting in the Chunin exams. I mean, that's like
Yeah.
the greatest example I think of, when don't follow your destiny, be who
Right.
be who you want to be. And we're seeing a very similar thing with Boruto. I mean,
yeah.
they're both masters of the talk-no-jutsu. They can talk out of any situation.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think what Skylar was saying was right, because you're right. He does kind of think that a lot. He's like, well, what would my dad do, or like, how can I be
Yeah.
like as good as my dad but not like my dad at the same time? And I'm sure that will be a theme that we see more throughout, and that might be going back to the technology. That might come back to that. Maybe he starts integrating that more into his whole fighting style.
Well, and I think a big key for Boruto is he's really gravitating, towards Sasuke, who is
yeah,
Boruto's opposite yet equal.
yeah,
And so I think, and this is just in my opinion, I think, and because you've already seen Sasuke do this, but I think Sasuke is going to be the one that's going to open up Boruto's eyes
Okay.
even more to
okay,
really who Naruto is.
I can
I
see
mean,
that,
we've gotten glimpses of it, but
Yeah.
because Sasuke's been there through the whole thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Right. Yeah, well, it's rough being the Hokage now in the future, It's
True.
like they need 2 or 3 of them almost, and he's got shadow clones, that
Yeah.
are doing everything, so. All right, well,
Excuse me.
did you guys have anything else you wanted to, kind of touch on? Anything?
no, that's
I
it.
mean,
We
no,
can-
that's pretty much
alright.
it.
yeah.
Yeah, let us know what you think. I mean, if you had any questions kind of touching on Destiny, Fate, kind of what you thought about it. I feel like Boruto's kind of, going in a different. He's like on track, but he's on the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's 2 railroad tracks, and they're not quite the same. Something's kind of slowly branching off to the right a little bit, and that's how I feel. I feel like he's on that track, but it's just not sitting right with me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like Naruto, it was, I want to be a Hokage, right? I want to be like a great. I want to be known like great, And
Yeah.
Boruto, it's just he wants to be strong. He wants to prove everyone, that just because you're set on this path, you don't have to, right? They both have that idea, but they're both endings seem
Mm-hmm.
completely
Different, yeah. I agree with that.
But anyways, Cole, I think we wanted to check out kind of what's coming up next. Is that right? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. That's the next thing we're jumping into. I think I got the video up. I'm ready to go. I think you guys are good to go. I'm going to count us down, and then after that, we'll discuss it a tiny little bit, and we'll do our long shot. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Oh, great.
No. Miller.
I thought we were done with filler.
Miller. No, I see where this episode's going.
Yeah, I
I
do
mean,
too.
did we expect anything else though? Because like
Yeah.
Naruto's always done that. Have a killer arc and then
Yeah.
2 or 3 or 4 or 50 one-offs.
Yeah,
of
you're right.
filler.
You're right. And
So,
we didn't really see much of Mitsuki. It looks like this is the Mitsuki episode too. So
I think this is where Mitsuki's getting some feelings going on,
Cats.
Take care. Shut up.
Excuse me.
Take care of something, pretty much. Like, to kind of get that bond. I think that's going to be important. So,
Yeah,
I feel like
I
it's
mean-
like a filler, but it's going to show where Mitsuki kind of is going to gain responsibility of a
Mhm.
life.
yeah.
Yeah.
Besides Boruto's, right? And this is
Yeah.
just taken care of. I mean, let's be honest, guys. There's nothing really to touch on about this topic besides that. I know
are we
we're
gonna,
hyping
are we
it
gonna
up,
throw
but come
some
on.
long shots, some way the heck out
Yeah,
there long shots.
we'll skip that. I mean,
We'll
come
skip-
on, what we don't even have to skip it. I mean, is there
Yeah.
any, like, seriously? I think it's just Mitsuki is gonna, he's taking care of a cat, like a little kid. He's gonna get responsibility of taking care of something, right? So
Yeah.
I think that'll open him up to a little more human. So we'll probably get that, but that's a filler. I'm sorry, dog, but that's gonna be a no from me. That is a filler.
All right.
Uh,
Let me throw in a long shot for you guys.
all right.
Okay.
Let's do the long shots.
So they're good. The 3 of them, they're gonna name the cat and the cat's name is going to be Jiraiya. They're gonna name the cat Jiraiya after our man, the legendary Toad Sage Sawnin guy, our boy.
I'm not gonna.
No, I don't
crap
think.
on
I don't know if
your
that'll
here,
actually
but
name him, but they might name him
I don't-
something like
I don't
that.
think they know Jiraiya, man.
No, they definitely don't. I should have said something like one of the Hokages, like Hashirama or
That's
something
fucking-
like
so
that.
You're
But
thinking of name. What top 3 names are you thinking, Cole? That's your long
I was
shot,
thinking
right?
Jiraiya, Hashirama, and I was thinking, I don't know. I thought like maybe Sasuke, but he's kind of still relevant in the show, so maybe not Sasuke. I was just thinking because like Orochimaru and Sasuke, they're pals, and it's Mitsuki's dad. You know, you
Okay.
got the connection. So I don't know, that's my
Mitsuki's
top 3.
pops.
That's my top 3.
All right,
What are your
that's your
top 3
long shot
names?
there.
My long shot
Hey.
is the cat. The cat dies.
Oh shoot! No, they can't kill the cat.
Cat dies.
Oh,
Oh no!
wow.
Better yet, my long shot is the cat is actually somebody that's transformed into a cat. That's their jutsu. Is they
That's
can
their
transform into
transformation
animals.
jutsu.
It's gonna be like in Harry Potter when Peter Pettigrew's a mouse. He's Ron's rat.
He
Oh
is?
gosh.
That's a spoiler. Thanks.
This movie's like 15 years old.
Yeah.
That don't
Come on,
matter.
Jesse. It does matter.
So here's the thing, okay? I was all excited to give the long shot, and then I did a rookie mistake. I also realized we're supposed to long shot this episode coming up, so it just ruined my
Well, what's
whole
your long
feel.
shot? What was your long shot gonna be then?
No, I don't know. I was thinking like next up, what was coming up, you know?
Yeah.
But that's fine. Well, we're doing, that's what long shots are. It's for the
Yeah.
episodes. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking episode. I'm thinking Mitsuki. It's not gonna be too long of a shot because again, it's. God, you think cat dies? They name the cats. I'm thinking. God.
Maybe they named the cat Kurama.
It's gonna become a ninja pet. How about that? just
Okay,
say
okay,
that.
there you
We'll
go.
throw that one out there. It's a long shot. I was gonna say something near that, but nah, it's a long shot for a reason. So
Yeah,
why
you're right.
not?
Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
We'll shoot out that one. The cat's gonna become a ninja pet, so we'll see how it goes.
I want to see it with the little headband,
Yeah.
like Pakun.
Oh my god. Hakun. Yeah, I wonder how old he is now.
Oh, he might be dead by now. I mean, I'm not lying. He's a dog, right? Dogs don't live that long.
He's a dog. Yeah, you're right. You're
Unless
right.
it's a ninja dog. Maybe ninja dogs do. I don't know. That's that's something entirely different.
God.
But yeah, I mean, that's it for me, guys. What do you guys have? Any other final thoughts you might want to throw out? Any kitty names? I don't know.
Cool.
I just want to say, if you're listening to this and you haven't caught up or haven't started Naruto Shippuden, or Boruto, get on it. This has got to be one of the best animes ever made.
Yeah, it's still
Yep.
going. I mean, you can cry about fillers all you want, but like I said, some of these anime, they're over in 20 episodes, and you're kind of like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like they
that's
got
true.
to it, it was cool, but it was like, oh, I wish I would have known this and this and this, This thing is covering almost everything, like almost.
Mhm.
So, and it'll make sure to go back and almost cover everything. So,
Definitely.
Yeah,
I agree with
the
that.
The filler is not that bad if you know characters. So.
That's right.
True.
That's right. Exactly. It's just learning that.
Mm-hmm.
Last thought. I think. I'm just excited for the next arc. I'm ready for what's next. I hope it kind of takes a step in the direction of the manga going on. Because the
Mhm.
manga's kind of getting to the point. Right?
Yeah, they
It's
are,
kinda
yeah.
Just getting to the arcs. So again, I enjoy these little arcs. They're cool. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with them. It's just when you're in real time in real life, that's when it's kind of like, oh my god.
Yeah, waited
I
a
were to
week
keep
for
up with-
this.
Exactly. If I were to keep up with Naruto, you know how crazy I would have gone. Just instead of watching it all.
Oh, I know.
Could you just imagine going through each and every episode?
Especially like the
For
OG
6
fillers.
years.
Exactly, the
Yeah.
OG filler. Like some of these were like canon was an episode, and then 28 fillers later.
Yep.
Because it was like a filler arc onto a filler
Yep,
something,
yep.
and that.
That's
you
kind
know
of what
I mean?
this has
So
been right now, but I mean,
Right. Exactly. So.
I think we're getting there though.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just hoping that we get to an arc that's worth something. And I'm not saying this isn't worth something, just growth wise for Boruto and like the whole Naruto verse. Something's going on.
Honestly,
right?
even filler that's like Boruto training or something like that. I don't know.
Right.
Not
Yeah,
just
you're absolutely
cat
right.
rescuing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
I think I'm gonna like the cat episode. I think it'll be fine, but I mean, I'd prefer
Yeah.
like Boruto training
Right.
filler.
Well, and it's just kind of like those, parent days. You enjoyed
Yeah.
them because we got to see everyone. But
Exactly,
again, it was
yeah.
that bond,
Yeah.
So, but anyways, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me. If
Great.
anybody, if you guys think anybody watching, if you feel like you've got something, worth a topic, I mean, might as well just ask it.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we could definitely go over it next episode, things like
Yeah,
that.
for
So
sure.
feel free.
That's right.
Feel free. All
Definitely.
right, Cole, you wanna
I'll take us out,
sign
everybody.
us off here?
Yeah. And just like what Jesse was saying, you have access to a couple different ways to contact us. You have the comment section on YouTube. You got our email, talknojutsu.cast@gmail.com. Our Twitter @talknojutsupodcast. And I think SoundCloud, like you said last time, SoundCloud's got a comment section in there as well. Feel free to hit us up on any of those platforms. I want to thank you guys for being on the show with me. Thanks, Jesse. Thank you, Sky.
No problem.
And yeah, next time we're going to be watching some cats. Until then,
Cat care.
we'll see you guys. Take care.
All right,
Bye.
take it easy.
See ya.